Hello everyone. Colleen here with Couture, coming and doing another fun project tonight. This time we're going to do a little coffee theme project. Well, I'm actually not a coffee drinker. I am, however, a tea drinker. So let's do some chalking and sip some tea. Just getting the old iPad going. Whoops, clinging my mug. So I'm actually going to be combining a couple different transfers, and I specifically pulled this gem from our hot cocoa bar set. For my coffee cup, I'm just going to not do the cream for the hot cocoa on top and use that as my coffee cup. The reason I'm doing that is because the hot cocoa bar is coming back. Yay! That's one of the amazing transfers that will be back on July 2nd. So excited about that. I love that transfer. So, in light of that, I'm going to use the hot cocoa cup from that transfer set. I also have the coffee and sunshine, but first coffee. And this is just called coffee time. And then I also have, I cut this one all up. I'm trying to remember what the name of this is. I don't do mornings, I think. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Rise and Shine, which I didn't put that on there properly, as you can see. And Rise and Shine, but first coffee. I'm not going to use that cute little coffee cup, even though I love it. I might put that somewhere else, maybe down on the bottom. But I'm going to use the coffee cup. And I think I'm going to do it just like that on our bracket board. Actually, I just cleared off this bracket board, and now I'm actually seeing a little bit of ghosting from the project that I had on there before. That was on there for, a while, probably a couple months. So I'm just taking a good old Mr. Clean, and getting that ghosting off of my board. Also great news, and I did not intend for this to happen, I promise you. Couture is coming up with a brand new product so that if you have ghosting on your chalkboard, we've got you covered. No more running and grabbing a Mr. Clean. We'll now have our own tools to be able to handle any ghosting on your chalkboard. Which, if you've ever worked with chalk, you know that that always happens for whatever reason. I don't know. I have to probably look that up, why ghosting happens on chalkboards. But it does. And that's perfectly normal. But how you get rid of it is with one of these little Mr. Magic Eraser guys. And like I said, Couture's got you covered now. Starting July 2nd, you'll be able to order one of those little guys and take care of all your ghosting problems on your boards, and you are good to go. Slide that up just a little bit. Oh, that's pretty awesome. They're always thinking ahead. I'm going to slide my camera down a little bit because I realize I'm up a little bit high here. And clean off my board. And that took care of my ghosting problems. No more ghosts. And that's how you take care of that problem. So, this transfer has been used. Obviously, I've used it many times. I've used it on wood. I've used it on chalkboards. What else have I used it on? That might be it. But I've definitely used it quite a few times. So, and it's still in great shape. This was from last season. So, we're going to go ahead. You know what? I will just fuzz it real quick just to be safe. But it already is labeled on the back. So, we're good to go there. I think I'm out of focus a little bit. Let me make sure my board's in focus so you guys can see. Hopefully we're... Oh, I think I just froze. Alright, did I freeze? Nope, I think I'm back. Yay, I'm back. Okay. Alrighty. Whew, I got worried for a minute. I thought I lost everybody. Okay, so we're going to put our coffee cup over here, right in the corner over here. And like I said, I'm not going to use the cream part from the hot cocoa. I'm just going to use the cup. Maybe the steam. Not sure yet. But I think I am going to do the steam. I kind of like the steam. So I'm going to do the coffee cup in red. This is our lovely 2-ounce. Oh, no, I was going to say that gets me every time. I think that it's a brand new chalk face and it's not. Let's just give this a quick stir. And of course I opened the jar over top of my project and now I've got chalk boogies. Okay, let's give this a quick stir just to get that to the consistency of yogurt that we are looking for. Giving that a good stir. Oh, I still had some Rice Krispie sounds in there. I guess I didn't get all the way in the corners there when I first opened my jar. All right. So we're just going to go ahead and dive right in, I think. Ugh, that was easy for me to say. Goodness gracious. All right. So now obviously I'm going to have to be a little careful around here so I don't accidentally get any on the cream, but not to worry, if I do, I can always erase that if I accidentally get it on the cream, because I really don't want that part of it, because this is a coffee themed. Speaking of, have a quick sip of my tea. This is a coffee themed, not hot cocoa. I'm using the coffee mug from the hot cocoa bar set. So if I do get a little bit of red in the cream part of I can just erase that. So I'm not gonna get too worried about it, but we're just gonna go right ahead and dive in, and I'm gonna make my mug or my coffee cup beautiful red color. I think that's really gonna pop. I love red on chalkboards. It just pops. Looks so pretty. Just making sure we cover that good, getting all our lines out. And then I'm just going to try to hopefully not put my head right directly into the camera. Like I said, I'm not too concerned if I get some of the cream. I am going to erase that if I do. Trying to work a little fast because I don't want this to dry. That's what Q-tips are great for. Can always fix any boo-boos. Okay. Getting all of my excess. I'm just applying some extra pressure here just to get all that extra chalk paste and get my lines out at the same time. Like so. And I think we are good. And I have my trusty old pan of water next to me, so I'm going to just plop my transfer when I peel it back right into my pan of water along with my squeegee, because I reuse these squeegees. I can always come back and put the steam if I want to, but for right now I'm going to remove it because my red chalk paste is starting to dry. Look how cute that is. Oh, I love the mug. I definitely am going to need the steam over top of that. It's going to need a little something on top. So that is my coffee mug. And then we're going to do, but first, coffee. So I may actually bring that over here a little bit more just to do that. This is the first time I've used this transfer. So, as with every time when we have a brand new transfer, I'm actually going to cut it. Let me make sure I don't accidentally touch that because that is still wet, my chalk paste. I'm going to cover up my red here. Close that up nice and tight. Use that for my next project. And then we can label the back of our transfer so that when we go to use it again, we know what side to put it on. So this is but first coffee. That's that one. And this one is coffee and sunshine. That's cute. I like this because I actually do have a little coffee bar downstairs for my husband, who is a coffee drinker. So this is a great little piece that we could hang at the coffee bar. Sorry, taking another sip. I'm just letting my my marker dry. And I'm going to remove my transfer. This one is brand new, so I do need to fuzz it up, and fuzzing it up means just getting some lint or some fuzz from my pants or my shirt and picking that onto the back of my transfer because my transfer is sticky. They are sticky because they are needing to stick to different surfaces, because you can use our transfers on chalkboards or wood or glass or what have you, many different surfaces. So the back of the transfer itself is sticky, and when we use it for the first time, we want to make sure that it's not going to stick too hard to the surface. So we're just getting I'm pulling some of the lint from my pants, and I just lay it down, pick it up, lay it back down again to get some of the fuzz. And that's really all we need to do. And all that time I was talking, my red is getting dry, but not quite dry. So I'm just going to be extra careful because I actually forgot to grab my hairdryer before I came on. But I'm not layering. So, oh, I keep putting my head right in the camera. Sorry about that. I'm not layering, so I didn't really need my dryer anyway. So I think, let me just see how I want to do this. Let me set this here real quick. While I grab, did I already take that out? Oh, yes I did. There it is. I want to do, definitely want to do, okay, let me put this where I definitely know I want this. This says Rise and Shine. Let's fuzz that real quick. And this has been used a few times, so I think we'll do, you know what, maybe, how about we do right in the center? No, because then I've got too much space. Originally, I was just going to do this all over on this side, like so. Rise and Shine, but first coffee. And then I'll have the steam coming over here because I'll clean off my transfer and add the steam back over here. But now I'm not so sure if I'd rather lower this and move this over here. Just don't want to touch that. No, I think I want this here. I could do that over here like that. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm very, what's the word I'm looking for? Inside the box thinker, I guess. I don't know if that's quite the word I'm looking for, but I'm very regimented, I guess, in the line. So in my head, I kind of pictured it kind of boxy. So, and then if I have the steam coming up over here, I think that'll be okay. Like I said, if I'm not happy with it, I'll look at it for a little while. I can erase this part and shift it if I want to, but I think for now I'm gonna go ahead and leave that. Just need to straighten it a little bit. And I was going to use Thai teal and custard, so I think I'll do the custard on the But First coffee, and then Rise and Shine in the Thai teal. And actually, yep, this is a new one. So let's get this opened, and this time not over my, well, it doesn't matter because I haven't opened it before, so there shouldn't be any chalk boogies that come out on my project. Oh, there was a little. Okay, so we're going to, because this is a new chalk paste, and I do have a little bit of chalk boogies, we are going to go ahead and give this a nice, good stir. And can you hear that? That Rice Krispie sound? That's the sound we're trying to get out of our jar, and then we know it's nicely stirred. We've got that great yogurt consistency. That's what we're looking for. Okay, and this is going to be a super quick little, because it's only these two little words here. So I'll just grab another quick squeegee and just cover our silkscreen area right here with Rise and Shine. That was easy. Oop, just make sure I don't miss the tip of it. So over this way. There we go. It's all covered. Again, excess, always don't forget that crucial step to put that excess back into your jar. And that is all she wrote for that little guy. Cover our lid. Cover our lid. That was not at all what I meant to say. Put the lid back on our jar. How about that? That's what I want to say. Rise and Shine. Ooh, that looks so pretty. I like that color on there. Okay, and then we're gonna do custard. And remember, I'm not gonna do this little guy here. I might put him down here in the corner just because I think he's cute. Here is my custard. We're gonna give this a quick stir as well. This one's a little stiffer. I don't even remember using this one before, but I guess I did. This one's kind of like, almost looks like fluff. Like marshmallow fluff a little bit. But once you keep stirring, gonna get it to that consistency that we want. There we go. And hi Debbie. I'm doing great. How are you? It's Thursday. One more day to Friday. Friday. Can't wait. Okay, so again, I'm not going to do this little doober here because we have our big coffee mug over here. I'm just going to use the words from this guy and cover that up. And I thought what would be kind of cool is I'm going to clean the coffee cup up. Well, it's actually a hot cocoa from the hot cocoa bar set. I'm going to clean that transfer real quick and use the steam from the top of it, and also do that in custard as well. So I'll keep my custard handy. I'm kind of trying to tie in my colors, surviving the heat and humidity. Oh my goodness, girl. It's going to be a hot one this weekend. I don't know where if you're local. I think it's going to be 90 something. I just got a little dot of chalk paste on there. 98, I want to say, on Saturday here, I think. So a little toasty. Kentucky, oh my. Oh yes, that's a little toasty. Okay. All right, I'm gonna just slide this off to the side for a second because I want to clean off the transfer. And so that I can use the steam from the top of it. What's the temps in Kentucky right now, Deb? Are they in the 90s there? Is it just really humid? Alright, we're going to bring this guy over here. And I just want to scoop him out real quick and get this cleaned off. I just want to use the steam from this guy. Grab a towel that I have here. High 80 this weekend in the 90s. Oh, the humidity. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think, yep. That's on our horizon, too, for the weekend. 90s and hot and humid. Yeah. Just try to stay in the air conditioning, I guess, is all you can really do. Alright, so because I'm going to use this again real quick, I'm not going to clean this very thoroughly. Just trying to get some of that red off, just getting all the excess water off with just a paper towel. Because I want to grab the little steam from the top of this coffee mug, or hot cocoa mug, I should say. I keep saying coffee mug, but it's a hot cocoa mug. Used to the dry air and oh yeah. Yep. Yeah, it gets very humid here in Jersey too. Very humid. And it's funny because at work in my office, it's freezing in there, so I probably look ridiculous leaving my house in the morning because I look like I'm dressed for winter. And then going to my office and freezing. And then having to jump in my car and put the air conditioning on high so I'm not roasting in my winter wardrobe that I have to wear to work. In 90-degree heat, which is kind of funny. Alright, let's bring this guy back. And I did have a little tiny boo-boo when I got a little custard up here, so I'm going to just clean that up real quick. My red should be nice and dry now. I can probably just, let me just grab a Q-tip and get that cleaned up. I had a little tiny drop. My boot. Oh, nice. They live in Jersey. Nice. North Jersey or South Jersey? I'm here in South Jersey. Fortunately, it's just about an hour and a half, hour 15 minutes to the beach, so that's not too bad. All right, and then we got our custard cleaned up here. All right, so this doesn't have to be perfect because I'm just taking the steam, but I am going to try to just line it back up again. And this is what you would do if you had a little boo-boo and you needed to realign your transfer. You just make sure that it is dry on the back so that you're not, what's the word I'm looking for? Getting the chalk paste wet again. So if the back of the transfer was wet and you went to put this on here, it would reactivate. That's the word I'm looking for, reactivate the chalk. So you want to make sure that your transfer is good and dry. So if you wanted to touch up any pieces that you may have missed, you would just lay down your transfer and match it up just like that. And you could touch any little spots that you messed up. 1 year Philly. Oh, you got one. Okay, nice. One at the top and one at the bottom, kind of. Yeah, I'm not too far from Philly either. I'm like just about maybe 10 minutes outside Philly. Okay, taking a sip of my tea while I'm doing my coffee project, since I don't drink coffee. We're going to add our steam. Remember, I didn't use the cream because this is the coffee cup from the hot cocoa bar set. And this is obviously the cream from the cocoa, so we don't want to do that in our coffee project. So I'm just going to take the steam from it because I like that. And I'm going to do that in the custard as well. And I'm kind of thinking that this board's going to need something more. Now that when I took away this side, I feel like it needs something over here. I'm trying to rack my brain as I'm like talking and chalking and trying to think at the same time, which, if you know me, you know I can't walk and chew gum at the same time, so I'm kind of trying to think of what I can put over here, because it definitely needs a little something else. There we go, we got our steam. I actually, oh, you know what I could do? I could just stick another, I might have to let that dry. I was gonna say, I can probably just stick 2 more of these little squiggly guys right here in the center, a little further down to the cup, just to add some more steam, but I need to let that dry. Is this a new transfer? This one here, this is from the hot cocoa bar set, actually. And this one's going to be coming back. It's currently paused, but it's going to be available again July 2nd on Monday. So that's kind of why I wanted to bring it into this project tonight. Because I thought it would go great with the coffee, because I wanted to kind of pull the coffee cup out of the hot cocoa bar set. Let me see if this is dry. And I'm trying not to let this paste dry on here. So let's see. This feels pretty good. I'm going to try to quickly just stick this in here and just pull these 2 little guys out of here just to add a little bit more steam. Oh my gosh. I know. I want all of them too. But my pocketbook will not allow that. So we will make do and see what we can do. But yeah, fortunately I actually had this one from last season. So, and it's one of my favorites. Oh, that came out a little light. Oh, I'm sorry, I keep putting my head in the camera. Came out a little light, so I may have to wash this off again and go back over that, because I think that I was talking and the chalk paste dried on the transfer, and what I should have done was clean it again and try it again. But not a big deal. What I'll do is, I don't even mind it that it's a little distressed looking. But if it really starts to bother me, I'll just get my Q-tip and wipe that off. Clean my transfer again, because I can definitely see it dried in there because I was talking when I pulled off the first layer. You can see the difference, how nice and crisp that looks and how this one doesn't. It's because the chalk started drying in the silkscreen area, and I was tempting fate by putting it back down when I should have cleaned it. But not a big deal. Like I said, that's the great thing about Couture. Just erase it with a little bit of water, and you can do it again if you're not really happy with how it came out. I definitely think I need... Thanks, Dad. I think I want something, I don't know what, something over here, and I have to like mull on it for a little bit. I know that we have some different like little boxy things from a couple different transfer sets that's coming to my head right now. So I may go back in and add something, or even maybe some dotted lines or some arrows or something to jazz up over here, because it definitely is lacking something over here. But the cool thing I want to show you with this board is it's double-sided. So this was a project that I had done earlier, a while earlier. This has been on here for a long time, that I've had hanging in my craft room. So, and before that in my other room. But yeah, this has been on here for a while. This was with chalk paste, and this is one of my favorite sayings. And this transfer is actually available right now on my Couture website, which I will put in the comments just as soon as I am done. But this says, "Together is our favorite place to be." So I can have that on my one side, and then flip it over and have this hanging up in on my coffee bar once I jazz this up a little bit more. But you get the general idea of what I was going for here. And this, again, will be from the Hot Cocoa Bar set that will be available on July 3rd. And then this is the Rise and Shine I Don't Do Mornings. And this is from the, let me just grab it. This is from the Coffee Time, which also came with Coffee and Sunshine. I'm really still thinking that it had that adorable little coffee that I didn't use here. I might just kind of put that down here in the corner because I thought it was really super cute. So I might go back and add that too. Like a frame would look good. Yeah, these, I mean, you can probably put these in a frame, but these are our bracket boards. So they're meant to be kind of hung just like that. But yeah, you could surely put it in some kind of a frame if you want it to. But yeah, you have it so that you can hang it this way, or I can flip it around and hang it that way. So it already comes with the cute little ribbon there for you. And you can change out the ribbon too if you want. So you could just hang it like that and double it. So either way. But that is tonight's project. I thank you so much for watching, and I hope everybody has a fantastic evening. And I will talk to you soon. Bye!